As the stars twinkle in the night sky, they whisper stories just for you. On EduTales and Dreams, each night brings a new adventure, so let your imagination soar and let the dreams begin. Have you ever had a favorite pair of pajamas? The kind that makes you feel safe, warm, and just perfectly sleepy? Now imagine if you were a cat, yes. A refined, classy cat who wouldn't dare nap in anything less than the finest silk, spun by sleepy silkworms or buttons gifted by the Baron of Dreams himself. This is the story of Clive. Not just any cat, but the most dashing, dream-loving feline in a town where every cat wears clothes, has manners, and naps like royalty. But one morning, everything changed when Clive's favorite pajama's legendary blue silk tripped right down the seam. What follows isn't just a fashion emergency. It's a sleepy, whimsical quest filled with magical forests, talking owls, floating leaf boats, and a reminder that comfort doesn't come from clothes, it comes from connection, courage, and naps. So snuggle in, little dreamer. Clive's about to take us on the coziest adventure ever. Clive lived in a townhouse, in the heart of a town nestled high in the misty mountains. The town was unlike any other, peaceful, pastel-colored, with fresh bread scents in the air and cats who nodded politely to birds. Every cat had their own signature outfit, gardening overalls, fancy scarves, even monocles, but none were as put together as Clive. He was the top cat of his district, always dressed for the moment, but his most prized outfit wasn't his emerald bow tie or plum evening jacket. It was his blue silk pajamas, woven from magical silk, stitched with peace thread, and fastened with dream buttons. So when Clive heard that unmistakable rip one morning, he froze. His whiskers twitched, his eyes widened. A hole right across the back seam. Enter Mr. Tibbles, Clive's loyal assistante, fluffier cat in an orange waistcoat. He rushed in to inspect the damage. "I should have prepared a spare," Clive sighed. "Perhaps we can buy a new pair in town," offered Mr. Tibbles. But Clive shook his head slowly. His pajamas weren't ordinary. They were art, and each material had to be found in a very specific way. And so, Clive dusted off his beige traveling pants, straightened his whiskers, and declared, "We're going on a quest." With the cobblestone road beneath their paws, the cats trotted past the baker's shop, pausing for a sniff, past the flower vendor, and to the tram stop. The tram that arrived looked like a fairy tale trolley, red with gold trim, brass bell, and velvet seats. Clive and Mr. Tibbles leapt aboard. The tram carried them upward to the top of Dream Hill, where the Baron of Dreams resided. Clive sat upright, adjusting his coat as they passed vibrant windows and meandering chimneys. "I haven't seen the Baron in years," Clive said. "I hear he grows moonflowers in his sleep," whispered Tibbles. When they reached the observatory, a dome of red bricks with a telescope pointing skyward, the cats climbed up to a hidden window. After a secret knock, they were led inside. Inside was a throne room the size of a coat closet. Gold walls sparkled with glass beads, and on the throne sat the Barona, long, lanky gray cat with starry eyes. They greeted each other like old friends and shared a tin of sardines. After some gossip about the mayor's new kitten, the Baron rummaged in his throne and pulled out a pouch. "Dream buttons," he purred. "Mild dreams. Guaranteed." Outside the observatory, Clive pulled out a secret gadget, a silk parachute. "We're gliding to the silkworm forest," he said. Mr. Tibbles twitched nervously. "Gliding?" But Clive had done this before. Linking tails, they ran and leapt off the dome, and down they drifted. The forest below glowed emerald green. They passed birds nesting in the trees and deer sipping from brooks. Finally, their parachute caught a branch, and they landed in the tallest pine tree of them all, the silkworm tree. Each branch shimmered with spinning silkworms of every imaginable color: gold, magenta, mint green. But Clive's eyes landed on any plump, pale blue worm snoring gently. "That's our one," he whispered. They tiptoed closer. Clive offered the worm a pouch of ground espresso beans. He knew her favorite treat. She yawned, sniffed, and smiled, then handed over a fresh sheet of shimmering silk. It was light as air and cool to the touch. Perfect. From the forest floor, Clive paused. Now for the thread. He tilted his ear. The stream's gurgle called them. They followed it and came to a waxy-leafed plant. "This will be our boat," Clive grinned. "Of course it will," muttered Mr. Tibbles. Placing their leaf boats on the water, they hopped in and drifted along the stream. Light shimmered through the forest canopy, birds chirped lullabies, and the world seemed to sigh in relaxation. Eventually, the stream opened to a stony beach. There, nestled between river rocks, stood the temple of Dome, made of smooth, stacked stones. Inside the silent temple, a white owl glided down. In her beak, a shimmering silver thread. Tiny owls the size of cotton balls swooped from the ceiling, measuring Clive with ribbon, cutting silk with their beaks, threading needles. Then they turned to Mr. Tibbles. "Wait, me too?" he gasped. Clive chuckled. "Every adventurer deserves sleepwear." As the final dream button was sewn in place, the owls flapped their wings and vanished into the shadows. The cats stood still in their brand-new pajamas, cool, cloud-soft silk, with just the right amount of sleepy magic. But before they could curl up on the temple floor, drums began to echo from outside. Clive peeked out. The townspeople, humans and cats alike, had gathered by the stream. Word had spread of Clive's quest. The mayor, a dapper tabby in a gold chain, called out, "We declare tonight the first annual pajama parade." And so, by torchlight and firefly glow, Clive and Mr. Tibbles returned, not in shame but as sleepy heroes. Kids clapped, cats purred, even the Baron of Dreams floated down in a hot air balloon, scattering star-shaped confetti. And what's better? That night, Clive donated his old pajama fabric scraps to the town seamstress. She made mini sleeping masks for kittens. Clive curled up in his new pajamas, not alone, but surrounded by grateful neighbors and the sound of laughter echoing through the mountain mist. And as he drifted to sleep, he smiled, because sometimes the greatest comfort isn't what we wear. It's the adventures we take to earn it.